So I was a carer for my partner, and basically you get your carer's allowance and then you're basically left alone. You know, no one comes and checks that you're okay, that you're managing okay, you just get left to it. You've got little option to make any more money, especially in my situation because my partner was quite controlling. So when I tried to make a little bit more money, he would just rant and rave about how much it was going to cost us, because it would reduce our benefits. I stuck at it and waded through.
My experience of being a carer is exactly the same as you. You get your carer's allowance. I looked after my husband for about 8 months before he passed away, and you just don't get help. I felt like I was, even when he was in and out of hospital, I felt like I was more of a nurse to him than his actual nurses in the hospital were. And I also cared for my 2 little sisters when my mum was at work because their dad was useless.
My existence of helping somebody, and like I haven't been in care myself, but as a carer, it first happened when my wife was diagnosed with cancer, and she was in that hospital for 12 months, and eventually she died. But in that 12 months, and obviously the period that she was at home while she wasn't in hospital, then she had to be fed through a peg, through a tube, and I was still working. We still had two children that were going through further education. The one like leaving to make his own way in life. I mean, eventually she did die, unfortunately. And then after that, then it came down to my family. My parents. My father went into a home. He was in for about 3 years, and he died at the age of 83 at home. And the reason he had to go into a home is because my mum, the rest of the family, just couldn't handle him anymore. His situation deteriorated. And then my mum ended up going into a home, and once again it's because of her dementia. She was going, my brother and I would do 12-hour shifts, days and nights, to look after her, but it got to the point where she needed to go into full-time care, and she was only in for 4 nights, and she was 97 and she passed away. And then obviously there's been other members of, like the family that you need, and what I felt was, with what they've done through their lives, is when they've helped me through all aspects of my life, then I didn't say I had to, but it's being family, you have a duty to turn and say you've got to help your family as much as you can, which that's what I've done, and to me myself that was trying to give back for what they've provided me through all of my life. So unfortunately it didn't end up well, but you just have to do what you can as being a carer and to look after your dearest and loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went into the care system when I was 8-year-old because I lost my mother. Me and my sister moved to Birmingham and I was under the welfare department. Sometimes they look into you and sometimes they don't. I seem to be left alone. And I was looking for help all the time and I just couldn't find the right people to get in touch with, you know what I mean? And then later on when I got made redundant in the factory, I come into care working myself, and I really enjoyed doing it, because I like putting more into the community, thought helping people out, the older generation, which a lot of people say, because you're old, you're not part of the community anymore. And that's my way of looking at it,
It made me feel lost, alone, but my motherly instincts kicked in, because I don't have children of my own. I felt like I was, being a mother, I suppose.
Initially, my initial feelings was I felt a little bit anger, because obviously when you lose something that you love and you've lost it, you feel a little bit angry and you go through the emotions. But at the end of the day, I still had responsibility. I still had obviously certain people that were still around me that looked they needed help, and I needed help from them. So I just felt that I just had to carry on doing it, because it wasn't just for myself. Although I felt angry with something that had been taken away from us, but it was beyond anybody's control. There's nothing nobody could have done anything about it, but I still had things to look forward to and try to help other people that still existed around me.